Thank you for coming by. This is an American project. Please do me a huge favor and take the time to click the like button and to subscribe. We really need subscribers. I got about 232 subscribers at the time of this video, and I'm going on 4 months in. I sure could use some help. Thank you very much. Let's get started. I have a complete timeline here for Fani Willis and what she has done when she started the whole ball of wax, and right up until the new committee that's been formed by the Senate to investigate her. So there's so much going on, I decided to do the whole timeline on one video. I think you'll enjoy it. On January 1st, 2021, Willis assumes office as Fulton County District Attorney after defeating her former boss in the Democratic primary and running unopposed in the November election. On February 10th, 2021, Willis sends a letter to top Georgia officials informing them of her intention of a criminal investigation into possible interference in the state's 2020 general election. In the letter, she instructs them to preserve evidence without explicitly naming former President Donald Trump. The recipients of the letters include Governor Brian Kemp, Lieutenant Governor Jeff Duncan, Attorney General Chris Carr, and Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger. On November 1st, 2021, Willis hires Wade as a special prosecutor in the investigation while she reportedly offered the job to several other Georgia attorneys, including former Governor Roy Barnes and former federal prosecutor Gabe Banks. They declined due to the time the case would require and the politically incendiary nature of the case. November 2nd, 2021, Wade files for divorce against his wife, Jocelyn Wade, in Cobb County Superior Court. January 20th, 2022, Wade requests Fulton County Superior Court to impanel a special purpose grand jury to investigate possible attempts to disrupt the 2020 election. May 2nd, 2022, a special purpose grand jury is impaneled to investigate attempts by former President Donald Trump and his supporters to overturn his loss in Georgia. June 1st, 2022, the special purpose grand jury is seated. They hear from 75 witnesses, including former New York Mayor Rudy Giuliani, Georgia Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger, and Governor Brian Kemp. October to November 2022. On October 4th, Wade spends more than $1,300 for 3 American Airlines tickets to Miami for himself, Willis, and Clara Bowman, according to credit card statements. The statements also show more than $8,000 in charges from Royal Caribbean Cruises, Vacation Express, the Hyatt Regency in Aruba, and Norwegian Cruise Line. There are no names associated with those charges. December 15, 2022, the Special Purpose Grand Jury issues a sealed report. One, the four-person says recommends indictments against more than a dozen people. On January 9, 2023, Fulton County Superior Court Judge Robert McBurney, who oversaw the special grand jury, states that the panel has completed its work and submitted a final report to him. April 25, 2023. Wade spends $817 on Delta Airlines tickets to San Francisco. His and Willis's names appear on a credit card statement. May 14, 2023. Wade spends $840 for what appears to be a stay at the Doubletree Hotel in Napa Valley. However, Willis's name does not appear on the credit card statement. July 11, 2023. Fulton County grand jurors are sworn in to begin considering charges against former President Trump and his co-conspirators. August 14, 2023. Former President Donald Trump and 18 other people are indicted by a Fulton County grand jury, accused of scheming to illegally overturn his 2020 election loss in Georgia. January 8, 2024. Jocelyn Wade, through her attorney Andrea Hastings, attempts to serve Willis with a notice of deposition. The subpoena was presented to an employee at the office of the Fulton County District Attorney. January 8, 2024. An attorney for defendant Michael Roman files a motion seeking to disqualify the DA's office from the case because of an alleged romantic relationship between Willis and Wade. The court filing states that because Wade paid for trips they took together, Willis benefited financially from the arrangement. Roman's lawyer, Ashley Merchant, asked for the Wade's divorce records to be unsealed and also wants the charges against her client dropped. The DA's office says they will reply in a court filing, but doesn't indicate when that will be. January 12th, U.S. House Committee on the Judiciary Chairman Jim Jordan, Republican from Ohio, announces an investigation into Fulton County Special Prosecutor Nathan Wade. January 14th, Willis defends Wade. During a 35-minute speech at the historic Big Bethel AME Church, she calls him a superstar, a great friend, and a great lawyer, but does not confirm or deny a romantic relationship. She suggests racism is behind the accusations that he is not qualified to be a special prosecutor, noting that critics targeted Wade, who was black, and not the two other special prosecutors on the Trump case who are white. January 18th, Willis seeks a protective order to stop her from having to give a deposition in Wade's divorce. Willis accuses Jocelyn Wade of interfering with the Trump prosecution and says her allegations are meant to harass and embarrass Willis. January 19th, Jocelyn Wade's attorneys respond to Willis attaching some of Nathan Wade's credit card records to their court filing. The statements show that he purchased plane tickets for Willis and himself. Former President Trump's attorney Stephen Sadow posts the court documents to his LinkedIn account. January 19th, Fulton County Commissioner Bob Ellis sends a letter to Willis demanding documents from her in an effort to determine whether county funds paid to Wade were converted to your personal gain in the form of subsidized travel or other gifts. January 22nd, in a hearing, Cobb County Superior Court Judge Henry Thompson says the Wade's divorce records were improperly sealed and agrees to unseal the records. He also issues a stay related to Willis' deposition, saying it doesn't make sense for her to be questioned before Wade. January 22nd, Chairman of Georgia's Senate Committee on Transportation and Chief Deputy Whip Senator Greg Gulzel, Republican coming, introduces legislation to establish the Senate Special Committee on investigations to look into allegations of misconduct involving Willis. January 31st, evidentiary hearing in a divorce case scheduled in Cobb Superior Court. February 2nd, deadline given by Fulton County Judge Scott McAfee for Willis to respond to Roman's motion. February 15th, Fulton County Superior Court Judge Scott McAfee is scheduled to hold a hearing to consider Roman's motion. So this also, I have links to all the paperwork as well. If you'd like to see that, let me know, and I'll see what I can do about getting it up on here and taking a closer look at the stuff. And there you have it. Thanks for coming by. This is an American Project. Please be sure to take the time to like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. Have a great day. God bless.